May 19th, 2000. As Dr. Rolf moves to open the door, he steps a bit too hard on the floorboard covering his centrifuge. The whirring mechanism compresses down, shooting sparks that ignite the liquid spinning within, exploding outward in a noxious gas. Rolf is flung backward and hits his head against the kitchen wall as the gas quickly expands into the room. With his breathing labored, Rolf inhales deeply to try and catch his breath. As his eyes flutter open, he sees Ren, who has been impaled by the floor shrapnel, now dead on his floor.
No. No, this isn't good. Think.
A wave of brilliance flows through Rolf's mind, neural pathways connecting and expanding his mind faster than he could have ever dreamed possible. Quickly, he sets the stage in his home, making it appear as if he were never here, and that this was all an elaborate plan of Ren's to steal the technology from Metro City Labs and frame Rolf. He could run with this. This plan could work, but he would need some help. Quickly, Rolf leaves his home, makes his way to a payphone in the city. He pulls out a card he was given by one of his father's associates in case he ever decided to change his mind. It seems like he had. In fact, his mind would never be the same again. Quickly, he dials the number on the card. We hear it ring. Once, twice, and then there's an answer. Stan? It's time Rathco gets back to work.
Ooh.
Spicy.
To the record street. It's a convoluted job, but the pay is great. I'm here cause I'm trying to rebound. Curb stop a Boy Scout in tights cause I like the sound. Break beats, break bones, shoot up X, rub holes, make a hit, no way in cups, my trances. Make a death ready, give the heroes cancer.
Everyone, and welcome back to the Jester's Lair. Joining me today, I am your host, by the way, Casey Reardon, your Sinister Storyteller, and we have Rachel Kordell here.
Ooh, there's ghosts in the story.
Whoa.
I play Spectra.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh.
We have Andrew Frost.
What does the booger in love tell his girlfriend?
What?
Hey Sandra, it's me, Logan. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. I mean, there's been a lot going on in my life, and I just didn't want you to get caught in it. I'm not the man you fell in love with anymore.
Oh.
I've seen a lot, and I've had a lot happen, and I can't keep hurting you like this, and I know I can't. I left all your stuff in front of the apartment. It's locked. I'm actually putting it up for sale soon. I hope you find happiness, because I know that you brought me nothing but happiness. Okay. Maybe I'll see you again one day. Goodbye. Alright, that shit's done with. Give me the booger sugar! It's Loog!
Oh my god.
That was a journey.
Damn,
oh my god.
whoa. We have Sky Swanson.
Hey there, it's your boy, Stan Lennyopolis, and it's clambering time.
Clambering time. All right.
It's clambering. Clambering. That was the joke.
Legally distinct. I'm not doing that, Seth. I'm doing clambering.
Yeah, that's like climbing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's a climber.
Shut up. Seth, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, all right.
Hey, man, I'm doing a bit, and I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Get out of my face.
I just clambering up the top bunk. I get it. All right.
All right?
Can we go back? Can you let go of my ear? I get it.
Okay. All right.
You're still holding it.
Because I love
Okay.
it.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Are you guys giving kisses without me? That's fucked up.
No, we weren't doing anything.
No, nothing. Stay away.
Can I have kisses anyway?
Mwah.
Sure. Mwah.
Oh, thank you.
We have Seth Coveyou.
Mwah. That's like Pulsar. Mwah.
Hey, stop that. Stop that now.
I love our audience so much.
And we have our special guest, Mika McIntosh.
Hey, this is Lukas back on the second channel. Today, our topic is going to be the ethics of using AI when calling your ex to talk about the breakup.
Oh my
I was all
God.
natural, baby.
Well, let's jump into what happened last week, shall we?
Yeah.
So, you all had made an agreement with this now new Dr. Wrath, Henchman 49, to help him overthrow the current Dr. Wrath. Doing so, you decided to first start off by making some other allies amongst the henchmen. You started off with the burgeoning union and henchman number 44. Talking it over with him, he seemed pretty enthusiastic about being able to at least just stand by. You didn't really give him much information to help out, but he said that he and his people are happy to not engage if something goes down anytime soon. You then made your way over to the training area where you talked with Slapshot. There was a little bit of chemistry between Lukas and Slapshot himself, and while that was going on, Spectra made her way over to all of the weapons and decided to sabotage those, making it so that they wouldn't work, but it would also be very hard to tell that they are broken. However, while she was going over that, she noticed that there was also several pieces of equipment that went missing, so we're not quite sure what's up with that there. After that, the party split up to go about two different things. Half of you decided to make your way to the B-17s, where you would convince them that this current Dr. Wrath maybe could do with a little upheaval. You managed to do so quite elegantly with each one of those members individually, and the rest of you made your way back to the hangar, where you made sure to sabotage the lifeboats, preventing anyone from being able to leave the base if they needed to, and if something were to happen to it.
Yeah.
We are now getting the group back together here, and there's still some sabotaging and some convincing left to go here, as well as your final step, which is breaking into Dr. Wrath's hidden inner sanctum and perhaps sabotaging his own tools against him.
I have a question for everyone as we're proceeding through this mission. I remembered on the way back over here that we were originally sent on this mission to investigate the heroes that infiltrated us. Do we think that that has anything to do with this? Being that this is an internal thing?
No.
Right?
No way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of it.
This is wrath on wrath crime.
So, do we
Mhm.
still have a problem regarding, if we replace wrath with wrath, we still have to deal with whatever that is?
Maybe. I mean, we could ask New Wrath if he did anything, but it would make sense.
Yeah, I think we'll just cross that bridge before we, or I should say after we foreshadow to it.
Great. In that regards too, I don't remember if I brought it up with everyone, but when I was sabotaging those weapons, I did notice some missing ones. I don't know if that is something to be concerned of, but I just wanted to make sure it was all on our plate of awareness. Of course, one of them was the reflector ray, which we know was destroyed, but who's to say, someone else could be up stealing weapons and fighting for a cause that we don't necessarily prefer.
Yeah, that's true. But why would they?
Yeah, why would they?
I don't know. It's just a matter of being aware of it before we proceed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. What was missing?
Other than the reflector ray,
Do you
there
want me to grab you
was.
those notes?
Yes.
Great.
But read it in Spectra's voice, like Spectra's doing it.
There was certainly a few grenades, freeze rays, heat rays, maybe a few gamma rays, and a pair of Ray-Bans as well. Then there were some stretching gloves, listening devices, as well as that reflector ray.
How'd you do that with your voice? It just became
you
deeper.
okay? You have a
The
cold?
powers of the spirits are incredible, but yes. That was what I saw.
Did what was one of the things Ray-Bans?
Yes.
Like the sunglasses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, the heat gun could be Dr. S took it for the hot cocoa machine.
There's a fair thought there. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the Ray-Bans feature in. Lukas, you're the science of cool. How do
Yes.
the Ray-Bans feature in?
I mean, just to protect your eyes, I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn. PCE
I
is
have
so
special
cool.
eyes.
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
So with that, how do we want to proceed?
There are plenty of things that you can sabotage here as well. I'm going to leave it up to you, kind of what you want to do, and just think about what might be in a villain's base and if you want to sabotage that in any particular way. And then on top of that, you still need to go talk with Skip to see if you can get that second key card so that you can get into Dr. Rath's hidden inner sanctum.
What if we put a remote into the anti-gravity field we use to float the base, so we plummet out of the sky if our demands aren't met? I've just disabled all of the lifeboats, so it's a solid plan.
It's a little self-sabotaging, but I do like that, yes. I think it could work out.
We could become ghosts.
I
don't
never
know.
said I was against it. I just said it was
Ooh.
self-sabotaging in one way.
We could all die.
It's all or nothing. All or nothing.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
really cool, Lucas. Can you say that again?
It's all or nothing.
Nothing.
All or nothing.
Oh, you're getting really close to me now, dude. I'm a little uncomfortable.
Why doesn't he get close to me?
I was right where my ear would be.
All or nothing.
What in like our plan above character, out of character, whatever. What I'm trying to think of like what else we could do. I actually do kind of like sabotaging the anti-gravity thing. Like that sounds
Yeah.
fun. But right now we have a couple of allies. We have the
B-17s?
I was about to say B12. Yes, B17.
B12, that's a vitamin.
Yeah, it is.
That's a different team.
It's a different team. They're really happy. Yeah, the B17s, and we also have the makeshift union. Do we want to collect more people? I know we have sabotaged weapons right now.
I mean, the more people who know, the more possible it is for it to come back to us.
Right, yeah.
So that's a tricky game. I think trying to figure out where those parts went would be a good idea. Because especially if there is an additional mole.
Yeah, like that's kind of my thought and why I brought up that we still haven't really addressed that problem, because I feel like there's a third element that could be a part of this that we might want to figure out before we dive into confronting our final boss, so to speak.
Yeah.
The third element was a weird sequel to the fifth element. I never understood it.
If we want to address this other problem, what's our path?
You saw the spaces where the missing stuff was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was in the bathroom during all this, so I don't have much of a recollection of the armory.
Well, you've been in the armory before.
No, I know, but I know there's missing stuff too. Anyway, could Pulsar, could you try to use your post-cognition stuff to see who took them?
That's a great idea.
I could if we had the object.
But you can do it to the holder.
And we can go back to the armory.
Yes, I'll hold the holder. The shelf. Touch the
Yeah,
shelf.
hold the shelf.
I'd prefer not to go back, because then Slapshot might think I'm trying too hard.
That's fair.
I
You don't have
Yeah.
to come. That's okay.
I mean, we can split off. I
You
mean,
could.
I can just wait outside. It's cool.
Do you think that we should, I guess, address Wrath 2 with this whole hero situation? See if he knows anything about it, or...
yeah, I mean, that's worth a shot.
Might as well.
Okay. I know originally we weren't kind of bringing it up directly because we were, trying not to let the mole know that we were looking for them. Are we going to be more direct about this?
Well, I think New Wrath is a safe bet. So we'll talk to him.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do that while we go check the armory, I think that'd be good.
Sure.
Look, any situation where I don't have to interface with people is probably the best for me.
Are you okay interfacing with a shelf?
I mean, I think we're on good terms, me and Shelves.
Incredible.
We'll see.
Wonderful. Okay.
What do you think, Chet?
I got no thoughts going through my head right now, I won't lie to you. Let's just do whatever's gonna be the most bookie. Yo.
This guy gets it. This guy fucking gets it.
This guy fucks.
All right. We boogie wipe to the...
Let's start out with that team that is going to 49, the new Dr. Wrath. Who is going on that journey?
Me.
This guy.
Okay, Spectra and Lukas.
Spectra and Lukas. Yeah.
Which team would Chet be better on? Or Grungor or Stan?
Grungor would be better in a cell.
We have a technical team and we have the face team again.
Yeah,
this
I
is
can
kind of
fit
how we've
into
been
those.
breaking.
I can fit into both of those perfectly. That's the
Well,
problem.
do we want an even or like
Man,
as even a split as we can get?
Yeah, I'll go to both.
No, you'll come with me. Come with me.
All right, I go with Pulsar.
Theoretically, you could do both if you use duplication.
That's true. Oh, you could use duplication.
Okay, yeah. I'll do duplication.
Incredible.
And let's see here. Greaseball Stan was killed. He's permanently dead.
Rest in peace, Greaseball Stan.
Rest in peace, Greaseball Stan. I feel like we need a new Stan here.
Can we get some bagpipes? Just
Bagpipe stand?
Yeah, we can get a bagpipe
no,
Stan.
I just meant to
yeah.
bid him farewell, but that's good too.
No.
How about Amazing Grace
bagpipe
on accordion?
Stan, yeah. Chet leaves the room because Chet doesn't have the power of duplication.
Bye, Chet. We'll see
Then
you later.
comes back in Stan.
Hey,
Oh, good, I caught up
Stan!
to you guys. Hey, I'm going to use duplication here. Hooah, and they activate their Minion of the Year ring. I think it's 55. And, a Stan wearing a kilt appears, and they've got bagpipes and a little cap.
Incredible.
And they sound like...
Oh, it is I, Bagpipe Stan.
Oh man, those bagpipes are really loud.
You can fully see his balls hanging out below the kilt.
Why?
That's a short kill.
He's an old man. They hang low.
Which team is
104.
Bagpipe Stand going on?
Bagpipe Stan is clearly on face team.
Great. Okay, we're starting with
So
face
he's,
team.
he's
Amen.
Tanuki Scotsman.
We could also bring Tanuki Stan out. if
No.
you like.
No, that's
No,
okay.
no.
That's all right.
No.
That's all right.
So, face team, you are trying to make your way to find Henchman 49, also known as the new Dr. Wrath. You first make your way to the hangar, the last place you saw him, where CTD was talking to him initially, but he doesn't seem to be there. As you search around a little bit, CTD kind of flags you down, though.
Hello.
Yeah. So, what's going on, guys?
You flagged us down. We were just looking for 49.
Yeah. So, he is currently making his way to find that other key card for you guys.
Yes.
He's got to track that down, but he's probably within Wrath's office, would be my guess.
Okay. So, with you being aware of this whole thing, I don't think I've ever asked where you stand on everything. Clearly supporting, right?
For just supporting the crossover, yeah,
Change
sure.
of power,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it seems honestly like 49 or Wrath has a better outlook on this whole thing in general. said he's actually going to put some investment into the hangar here anyway, not just have the lifeboats working. So that'd be fun. Actually be able to test something out a little bit more than just a lifeboat.
Casey, can I do some kind of like insight roll?
Sure. That to me would either be a willpower or awareness test.
9.
With a 9, these definitely seem to be good things that he would be looking forward to about this. But also, he seems like he doesn't necessarily care either way. The main reason being, he knows that he's going to be fine, kind of no matter what. As somebody who does not feel pain, including emotional pain, he doesn't necessarily register how that would feel to the other Dr. Wrath or anything like that. So he doesn't necessarily have great empathy, but he also is like, yeah, this would be decent for me, but also if it doesn't work out, whatever.
Well, that's wonderful. Cool. I guess we'll head in that way, unless, Lukas, do you have anything else you want to add? Or bagpipe Stan, of course.
I just want to make sure that you're not going to turn on us in the final hours there. You got the balls to see this through, Sonny.
Well, yeah, sure, whatever. It's, I don't really have much that I can do. My powers are mostly related to me not getting hurt myself, not necessarily injuring other people, so I don't know what I could realistically do to stop you guys anyway.
So then you'd be willing to step in front of the shot fired.
Just fired at who?
Lay down your body and soul for your companions around you. The bagpipe starts slowly wailing as he's talking there. Step in front of the proverbial bullet and take on the destiny that is being thrust before you, laddie. You're looking a bit peely-wally there. Best step up, boy. And I nut tap him.
Again, he feels nothing.
Exactly. You're just what we need. Now let's go get him. And then he'll walk off playing the bagpipes with
Calling
a wide
him Braveheart
walk.
Stan. Braveheart Stan.
Pendulum.
He does know that Wrath isn't here right now, right? We're not going anywhere.
Wow, I started doing an accent. It's that's just Braveheart Stan. New name for him. Lukas, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Oh, fine. Waiting for this whole thing to happen, and then things can start, getting better, supposedly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not
All
that
right,
things
good
are
talk.
bad. Yeah.
Good talk.
Great. All right, everyone, to the office, then.
You make your way to the office, and Henchman S is there at this point. However, they easily just wave you in, knowing that you're in on this plan at this point. Seems like they are currently acting as lookout in this particular case, making sure the original Dr. Wrath does not show up at any point here. You make your way into the office. Again, there is these massive piles of paperwork and things like that as you see 49 still in his henchman uniform is making his way through a bunch of drawers looking for that key card. Hello. What are you all doing back here so fast? I haven't gotten the card yet. Have you talked to Skip?
I think reflexively Stan threw a knife at him before remembering, oh wait, that is Dr. Wrath, not just a disloyal henchman going through Dr. Wrath's stuff. Sorry? He just misses.
You catch yourself at the last minute and throw it off rather than directly in. It thunks into one of his work tables.
I forgot.
No, we haven't talked to Skip just yet. I guess we wanted to address how we found you in the first place was because we were looking for, someone who was intercepting, the heroes were intercepting our plans, actually. And that's where the presumed mole came from. We just wanted to talk to you, make sure that we were dotting our I's and crossing our T's, so to speak, before we move forward.
So basically heroes were intercepting what's going on here as well, you think?
Yes, so that was the original mole we were looking for, not necessarily, the unions and things like that.
Right, of course. Well, there is a possibility that someone else jumped the signal on the bug that I had planted. But I also wouldn't be surprised with this current Wrath's downfall that the heroes were just taking advantage of it. They'll soon get a reminder of why that won't be possible in the future.
That's fair enough. You don't think there's any other angles that they might have intercepted, or even anybody else who we should be wary of?
Other henchmen within this place? No, I don't believe so. Being in this guise of 49 has given me a decent chance to interact with everybody here, and I don't believe that any of them would necessarily work against the organization in that way.
Okay. Good. Then I'm glad that we're covered. How is the search going in here?
It's going well. We have a few hiding places within this office, but his mind is so all over the place, it's hard to keep track of which one is where. Regardless, it will be linked to a biometric scanner, which I will have to use to open it. I've gone through 3 of them already, with several redundancies, and I have not found the card just yet.
Stan, Lukas, do you have anything to add right now?
No, I had something.
Well, please take your time, by all means.
Hey, what do you got there, little lemon boy?
No, I don't.
Fill it in your pail. Zest it on out. Hey. Them seeds are planted.
Juice it, me boyo!
Juice it out!
So what would our holidays look like under your rule?
This really is not important right now, but you will get the traditional holidays.
Okay.
You'll get banking holidays.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that wasn't the actual question. Wasn't the actual question. I still don't remember it. So, I guess that's it.
Great. We can answer those types of questions once we've actually, succeeded in what we're doing, because we are kind of on a time crunch before Wrath shows back up.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I just want to make sure I plan any YouTube trips for influencers and stuff. I don't want to have. Don't worry about it.
God.
Can we help you here for the time being, or would you prefer us elsewhere?
If you feel satisfied with how you've sabotaged things, then fine, you can certainly help me here. Otherwise, I would suggest we use our time wisely and spread out here.
Oh, can I design your new costume?
What's wrong with these ones?
Well, I'm just saying, new regime, I did go to fashion school. I'm just saying, use what you got.
All right, get those drafts ready and have them on my desk when this is my desk.
Okay, yeah.
Well said. I don't have anything else to say. I feel satisfied.
I've got a question here. Do the Wraths all have each other's memories when they come out? Or are they like babies when they come out? They need to be relearned and re-educated?
Well, this one's different,
or is it like a
right?
genetic memory? They have all the memories of the previous ones.
Whatever memory would be absorbed by them is uploaded when they are basically released. You might have been a part of that process at some point, Stan, releasing one of these next Wraths from the tube, maybe even the one that you're currently serving now as he was released as a child. However, you always have the option of what to put into that next Dr. Wrath, and you need to update it as you learn new things and things like that. As your knowledge grows, you would have to re-upload into the machine every single time. So there are definitely things that this current Dr. Wrath could have withheld if he wanted to from uploading into the system.
Interesting. Okay, then. I kind of want to try and get him with a trick question here. I think as we're leaving, Stan will turn to him and just simply say, I'm ready to make it happen. But always remember, we'll always have Peru.
We'll always have Peru? What are you talking about?
We've never been to Peru. You're the real Dr. Wrath. And I leave.
All right, then.
What a strange litmus test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you that was basically a shapeshifter test or something?
It was a shapeshifter test.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a shapeshifter.
Fair enough. Let's jump over to Team Tech.
Team Tech?
T-Deck!
You guys are making your way back to the armory to check out the area where all of those weapons and things are signed out, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yep, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So this is Original Stand, Loog, and Pulsar. You make your way back into that training facility. At this point, Slapshot is no longer behind the desk. He is just taking practice shots in the firing range here. Currently, he seems to be using some kind of freeze ray as he is blasting at it, and the whole thing is growing these large shards of ice crystals.
That's pretty cool.
It's not that cool. Don't hype up my competition.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it's pretty cool. Like, what you do is, like, way past cool.
Yeah, you're like really cool, and that's like pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I find this
It's
satisfactory.
like when you find $1, that's pretty cool. But when you
Yeah.
find, like, $20, that's freaking
That's
sick.
really cool. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
It's a sliding scale of cool, Pulsar. You know what's
Mhm.
not cool?
What?
Being self-conscious. And I nut tap him and break my other hand. Not again.
As you guys are having this conversation here about what is cool, what is not cool, he grabs a hold of a hockey stick that he had rested against the wall and grabs one of the grenades, just kind of bounces it on the stick for a little bit and slams it around. It ricochets off a couple of the ice crystals, breaking those shards off before landing nicely in a small little hole that was created inside of the ice, and the whole thing explodes outward, shooting upward like snow.
I look at Stan and Loog.
Okay, now that's fucking radical. That's
God.
fucking dope.
Fucking damn it.
That was pretty rad. But I will say, I have another Doppler that can
You-
do tricks like that.
Have
No, like a doppelganger.
Doppler?
Oh,
Yeah,
A
okay.
doppelganger. Got it.
No, you could stop spitting now,
Mhm.
Pulsar. It's okay.
He does not seem to be paying attention to you at this point.
All right, let's go check those empty shelves. I need to commune.
Yeah. Just get your hands on it.
You make your way over to the shelves and the wall racks of weaponry and everything like that. Some of them have been signed out. You can even grab the list that's typically on the desk where Slapshot would be signing things out, but it's late. People aren't really working. He's just kind of blowing off steam before maybe he meets up with Lukas later tonight. And you end up cross-referencing between that list and the empty shelves here to find the ones that are missing.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a post-cognition roll.
My calculations have narrowed it down to these shelves. Show me the magic, baby.
Is there anything I can do to assist?
Actually, what I will say here, rather than you rolling post-cognition,
What?
because this is a... So post-cognition in and of itself tells you, dependent on how you roll, whether you get false information or not. So
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind, I can roll the die so you don't know exactly what you got, and I will give you information based off of that. Or would you prefer to roll and keep it as is?
Are you trying to punk me right now, motherfucker?
I'm not. I'm just saying part of it is you get false information if you roll low enough.
Fine, God, you take the wheel.
All right. What is your post-cognition bonus?
It's a 3.
Perfect. Let's see here.
Sensors communing.
How's it going in there?
How's it going?
Yeah. How
Badly,
you doing?
you're
You
talking
seeing
to me.
things?
You're distracting me.
I mean, keep going.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
how does it work? Like, do you just see it in your mind's eye?
Yeah, is it something
Mm.
like that?
I don't have a mind's eye. I have processors. Processors that feel through the beyond.
Oh.
That sounds like a brain with a lot more steps.
Yeah.
I don't have
Anyway,
a
so
brain.
what did you see?
I don't know yet. Shut up.
You start to actually focus at this point, Pulsar. And as you do, you get a flash of these weapon racks. Now, this is basically all in fast forward as people are signing things out. You can see different henchmen making their way up, signing something out, grabbing it, putting it back, going very, very quickly, all in front of you. And for each one of the empty racks that you see, it seems to be the same person going about grabbing each one. Somebody who is in a henchman uniform, however, their face seems distorted in some way. You are unable to catch what their identity is.
I cannot sense their identity. It is obscured. It is just like that 21 Pilots song. It is a blurry face. And he cares what you
I care
think.
what you think. So, I mean, did you see them take the deflector?
Do you think Lukas would like it if I brought up 21 Pilots references all the time?
Yeah, I think you'd think that's really sick.
Would that be cool?
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
that's
what a pilot is, so yeah, that could be interesting.
You don't know what a pilot is?
I was around before airplanes. Never mind. I take back what I said.
I wish you could turn back time for that one, huh?
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Those
I'm
good old
sorry.
days.
Just a touch of the dementia. Anywho.
That's
no.
another thing. What if I brought up share? Do you think share would be a good thing? Would that make you
Share's
cooler?
always a good thing.
Share is always good. I know
I
Share.
love share.
What's your guys' favorite Share song?
I don't know, but I liked her in that movie with Nick Cage.
Guys, I'm no
I like-
longer
Oh,
worried
okay.
about this being 10 episodes.
I lost my head. I lost my head.
Best dialogue we've ever done on this show.
So, you all make your way back together, and you still technically have other things that you wanted to sabotage here, as well as Skip to go talk to. What would you like to do?
Do we actually want to go through with the gravity thing, or what do we think about that?
I mean, is that a bad idea? Also, what did you guys find out? We didn't really talk about that yet.
He's a real clone, that one.
Well, that's a relief.
He's real and he doesn't know anything about the heroes. He suspects that maybe something has been intercepted, like the bug, or maybe there's basically that is not 49's intention or knowledge. He doesn't know.
Okay, so he's not like a double agent, which I had a feeling he wasn't.
No.
He did, baptize me after all, so now I can go to heaven.
So still unresolved there, but I suppose it won't infiltrate or interfere with our plans now.
Oh, that's good. I wasn't able to get a reading on the shelves.
Oh no.
Apparently shelves are now my enemy. Curse you, shelves! Anyway, unless there's a henchman with a very blurry face, I have no idea who is stealing these weapons.
Is there someone with a blurry face?
Technically, there's Blurry Ben, but he didn't have the right build for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blurry Ben doesn't fit the
It
description.
could
He's
be-
too narrow in the hips.
Oh, okay then. I was going to
It's-
say it could be Blurry Ben on someone's shoulders in a big coat.
Mm.
Me and the
No.
original Dr.
Mm.
Wrath one time did that to steal $200,000.
That's crazy.
How
Yeah,
much would that be these days with inflation?
about $90 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you really beefed
Yeah.
up security since then, huh?
No, that was in the 1700s.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry, the 1700s?
no.
Don't worry about it. By the way, can I interview on my YouTube channel?
Ooh, you should interview Stan on your YouTube channel. That's a great idea.
What's a YouTube?
Nah, you get demonetized.
Let's
in,
not
like,
worry about
12
it.
seconds.
It's okay. So what else are we sabotaging?
Talk to Skip. You can just go talk to Skip.
Yes, Skip.
Get the other
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
I like
Skip.
Pulsar's idea about messing with our gravity thing and hold the whole base hostage. I
Yeah.
love that.
We could give that a
Mhm.
shot.
Yeah.
All great
I feel
ideas.
like that'll come back and bite us if we do it, but
It could, but it would make things
it's all or
exciting.
nothing.
Exactly.
All or nothing.
You're getting very close to
I
Loog
get it.
again.
Right in it.
All or nothing.
I just want to
Okay.
interject here, Lukas. Don't worry. I had a thought, kind of existential, when we were coming back, and I just wanted to run it by you. It's do you believe in life after love?
Oh my god, that was Cher just in the room?
That was incredible. Pulsar.
Oh, is that Cher? I had no idea.
Yeah, we'll go see her on
It's
tour.
just a loose cable that you just tuck
Yeah,
behind an ear.
Oh, I
Just
had
a-
no idea.
Just an XLR cord that you just tuck back.
No, yeah, I loved your Mamma Mia too.
So, where are we going? Are we sabotaging first, or are we going to skip?
Two
I
teams
think
again?
the sabotage. No, I think if we all go together, because I don't know what we're going to need to infiltrate the gravity thing, but I think we should all be at skip together at least.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, cool. Let's bite. Let's go for
Sounds
the
like a plan.
sabotage first.
So you make your way
Okay.
down the lower levels of the base here, and there aren't a ton of henchmen that make their way down here, especially this late at night. However, there are plenty of technicians that do need to maintain this floating base and that gravity well that keeps the whole base afloat. It's not incredibly secure, at least for you. You have enough rank here that you can easily make your way into that area to take a look at things, especially you, Spectra, who does have a tech-savvy mind here. You might have been down here before anyway. Flight being one of the things that ghosts can do.
One of my goals, yes.
One of your goals. So there are still some technicians out and about here in the area, but you make your way to the main power system of the gravity well here. It is this large cylindrical tube, essentially, with crackling energy on the inside that is almost like a deep violet surrounding like a black void, almost like it's dark matter that is kind of powering this whole thing here. In addition, you can see that some techs are making their way around, occasionally making their way over to a monitor, moving things around, flipping switches, that kind of thing.
Man, with the acoustics down here, these bagpipes are deafening.
Why do we even need him anymore?
That's still our stand. I mean, it's not our stand, but it's a
No,
stand.
it's not our stand. It's a different plane's stand. Get him out of here.
Wait, hold on.
Aye.
Scottish stand. What's Scottish Loog like?
A single tear runs down his face.
Oh no.
Aye. Scottish Luke. A smear on the side of the sofa, yes.
Oh no.
That great sofa we call a sacrifice.
So, Casey, knowing that I've been down here before, do I have an idea of where to start, or can I come up with one using my specialty in science?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Mm.
So maybe intellect science?
Yeah, intellect science makes sense.
Great.
Can I help? I'm something of a scientist myself.
You can do teamwork here.
I did roll a 13, though. If you want to help
What should I roll
boost
for
it up.
teamwork?
You would roll the same thing, so it'd be intelligence science, and then if you at least get a moderate success on that, you will add a +1 to Spectra's roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Go for it. Go for
Ooh,
14.
that's a 6 plus my intellect is 5.
11,
That's
yeah.
11.
That will absolutely provide Spectra with a +1. Overall, I will say, Spectra, you get a massive success.
That's it.
So looking around this area, there are several points that could go wrong in here that would cause this whole base to fall out of the sky. It is well built, and there are safety features in place in case something did go wrong. So you would want to sabotage those safety features and then rig something, again, like you wanted to, that so you could have a switch to cause it to fall out of the sky.
Okay. I translate that to everyone, and I say, so maybe we split up a little bit here. A couple people go for the safeties, and I'll try and rig something.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
yes. I'll go for safety.
Cool.
Cool. Those of you who are trying to disrupt the safety mechanisms within this power source here, I'm going to want you to try and do this stealthily, most like, so that the engineers don't notice what you're doing. So that would be if you have a stealth specialty, you could do a coordination stealth, or you could just do coordination, or you could make an argument for a different attribute here. I could see intellect technically working as well.
I would do coordination, but could I activate a quality that is composed?
Oh, absolutely. You can activate Compose. So that's just a
Okay.
determination to activate that for you.
Mhm.
And that will give you a +2 to the roll.
All right, that's a 5. Oh, +6, right.
All right. With a total of 11, that is going to be a major success here. So you are able to easily make your way around this entire room, shutting down some of these safety mechanisms. But I do still want to get an intelligence, science, or technology roll from you to see how well you are able to disable those.
Damn. That's an intellect roll of 11.
With an 11, that is also going to be a major success here. So with an 11, you are able to make your way around stealthy, composed. You're just chatting with some of these other henchmen here, and secretly behind you, maybe cords or wires come out of your fingertips and plug in, sabotaging those safety features there as you are nonchalantly making your way around the room. What is everybody else doing? Spectra, you said you were going to try and rig the device, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are trying to craft a device here, typically this would be a gadgets roll or something like that, but gadgets is a power that you do not have. So instead, I will make it a intellect test to craft the device here. Making the device itself is not going to be too difficult, but planting it is going to be the harder part of that. So go ahead and roll me an intellect test first to craft this device that basically it's a switch that you would be turning off. Let's say difficulty of 5.
I got a 8.
That's a major success. With a major success, you are easily able to craft that switch for you to shut everything down. The downside is you need to find a way to put the receiver on the main power area without being noticed.
Fantastic. So while stealth would be an obvious choice here, I'm going to do the opposite and act as if I've had a brilliant idea to help fix the gravity core. And if anyone approaches me, I would like to activate my quality of ghastly appearance and scare them with the combination of my great ideas and horrid face.
I don't know if ghastly necessarily comes into play here. However, I will say your knowledge hungry would.
Okay.
And they are going to basically be rolling awareness to see if they can understand the technobabble that you are spouting at them.
Yes, that makes sense. Would I be rolling intellect again to just
Yes,
outsmart?
this sounds like intellect to me.
Great. 14.
A 14 is absolutely a massive success.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So you make your way with this stroke of genius towards the center column here that is holding the power source. And as you do so, several of the technicians are like, whoa, hold on.
It's
We
brilliant!
need to get...
It's brilliant! It's absolutely brilliant! This will actually solve all of our problems! I
But we
can't
gotta
believe
talk
it!
to
Any
Dr.
thought
Rath
of
about-
anything ever happening will never happen again!
But we have to talk to Dr. Rath about any changes that we make to the main power source of this, and he's not even here right now.
Don't worry. This is absolutely ordered by Dr. Rath. Absolutely. Do you think I would act against his orders? Are you crazy?
Well, what exactly are you doing?
What do you mean am I doing? Don't you understand that anything that could happen, a bird could fall in, a sneeze could go off nearby, and everything will go haywire. It could absolutely destroy everything. But this here, it'll be the absolute solve of all of our problems moving forward. Any anticipated idea, any ghost, it protects against the astral. It protects against anything coming in. It's incredible, genius, brilliant even. Trust me.
And with that, they throw their hands up. You are able to easily place the receiver there on the main power source, and you can make your way out if you like.
Incredible. Well, that was fun.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do here in this main room? We've started to sabotage a lot of the safety features here with Pulsar. Spectra has the remote ready to go on that one. Or you could start sabotaging other stuff elsewhere in the base if you want while they're doing this.
I don't know what Lukas could do, honestly. Other than bind something, is there like another safety mechanism, like a lever you can pull to save something that I can just bind shut?
Yeah, there's probably some, again, extra safety precautions that you'd have, maybe a manual override, and you can certainly bind that in place so no one would be able to pull it.
Boom. Lukas is doing that.
Go ahead and roll a binding roll.
11.
All right, with an 11, you get a major success here, easily binding that down. Now, somebody could theoretically try and destroy that binding, but they have to beat your 11 to do so.
Good luck.
That was on a low roll, too.
Luke and Stan, anything that you guys want to do here or elsewhere?
What do you think, bud?
I was thinking that maybe we rig a device to take control of the rudder of the ship.
Control the fall.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
a hard left turn. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, all the collectibles fall out the shelves.
Exactly.
It's
We
devious.
take out a lot of shelves. That'll make Pulsar very happy.
Bookshelves!
I can hear him saying it now.
Yeah. Almost like he's in the other room.
I am in the other room.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna rig a device that'll take control of the rudder of the ship.
Like of the steering mechanism. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna rip the steering mechanism out and make it remote, and then we will have it.
If you want to fully rip out the wheel or anything like that, you are going to need to make probably a strength roll just to fully rip that out, and then an intelligence technology check to rig up the device.
All right. I got this. Don't you worry. I'm gonna spit into my two hands, rub together a little bit.
They're wetter
and
now.
using my quality of sticky to give me extra grip on the mechanism, I'm gonna start yoinking it out.
Okay, spend that determination point and go ahead and give yourself a +2.
Alrighty. That'll be 12.
Hey!
A 12 is going to be a major success against steel here. So you are
Nice.
easily able to rip out the steering mechanism.
All right. This feels like a job for... And Stan walks out of the room.
A job for who?
And then rollerblades back in for Chet Wexler. What's up, you cool cats? Anywho, it's clambering time, and I climb up on the desk, and then I get to work on the device.
Great, go ahead and roll that intelligence technology if you have it.
Hey, rolled a 5. That's a 10 total.
10 total is still enough for a moderate success here. So with a moderate success, you are able to put in a remote way of steering the mechanism, and you have the remote. Nobody else does. Are you going to leave it
Perfect.
here looking like the wheel is gone, or are you going to try and disguise that in some way?
I will disguise it. Luckily, Bagpipe Stan is quite the accomplished carpenter. And we'll fabricate a new wheel.
Okay. What kind of roll do you think that should be?
I think that should be... I don't have anything for that. He doesn't have any carpentry skills. He's also a liar.
All right.
Let's see here. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'd say coordination probably makes the most sense to craft something like that.
Oh, you know what we can do? Chet leaves the room.
Where you going, Chet?
See you later, cool cats. And in comes Grungor.
Oh, fuck
no.
this. I'm out.
Hey, me, Grungor.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
What are you talking about?
All of the other henchmen here in this area see Grungor enter, and they all get a little bit nervous, and they kind of make their way away from you.
Wait, did they watch us rip the steering?
No, they
Did
wouldn't
watch
have
it?
necessarily seen that, but they see Grungor enter from the door.
Oh, the outside. Okay, then.
Yeah, they all turn into that Homer Simpson hedge meme.
All right. And then Grungor will use his business acumen to order a new wheel with that day delivery. So I'm going to roll business. And I think that's a prowess roll.
It's definitely not prowess. If anything, that
Coordination.
willpower. Because you're dealing
All right.
with bureaucracy here. That
I can
seems
do
like
willpower.
yeah.
Okay, then. And then we got a +1 to business. Come on, baby. That's 5. That's 11.
Incredible.
Grungor need new wheel. Grungor get best wheel.
Grungor need today.
Same day delivery.
Oh my god.
Of the Stan identities, Grungor is the one with acquisitions commercial knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's because
okay.
everybody's afraid of him.
Sure.
Exactly.
So
Grungor is a shark.
you wait for maybe about 2 minutes for this thing to show up. Another henchman rushes up towards you with a package for you. You open it up. It's a new wheel. He instantly runs away from you, backing away, and you have your new wheel. You got a major
Great.
success on that.
We install that right away. It doesn't function, but it's fun.
Great, but it's there.
Sharks, my name is Grungor, and I would like $800 million to finance my new idea, wheel.
That's him talking to the shark horses.
Yeah. Grungor out. And Grungor will leave the room, and then Chet will enter, Chet will leave, and then Stan will enter.
8 Stan.
Chet didn't need to enter. He could have stayed out there.
No, that's not how it works, Casey.
Okay, great.
Hey, Stan. Hey, everything went really good.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Seems like we have the main power source and steering mechanism here of the base itself heavily sabotaged. Not only are all of the safety mechanisms dealt with by Pulsar, Spectra has made you guys a remote that you can activate to cause the whole base to plummet, and Stan and Loog have manipulated the steering mechanism, so now you have that via remote control. Lukas bound up the manual override switch so that can no longer move unless somebody is able to defeat his binding score of 11, which is going to be incredibly hard.
God.
We fucked this place up. Yeah.
Good job, team.
Yeah.
You all make your way outside of the engine room here. The base has started to be sabotaged relatively well. You have a decent amount of following that is willing to go against Dr. Wrath here on you, or at the very least, stay out of the way. There's still more that you could sabotage here. You still got to talk to Skip. You still got to get in there and sabotage Dr. Wrath's own personal items here. But for now, that's where we're going to end the session.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
boy.
We all celebrate with celebratory palomas.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Hell
Who's
yeah.
making palomas?
Paloma
Grungor?
Diamond.
Grungor knows how to bartend.
Oh my god.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
great quality. Bartender is a great
Grungor-
quality.
Grungor is a great
I don't
bartender.
trust that
Chet
drink.
is a mixologist, and
okay.
Stan likes to drink.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to our little show here. Does anyone have anything that they want to plug? Starting with Mika.
Hey, yeah, so on Roll D5 on the 9th, we will be playing Underground Broadcast. And then a few days later, on Friday the 11th, I will be over on Entropy Emporium playing Weird Wilds War, where I will be Lemon Sour, a Warforged who's learning about things like friendship and gender identity.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Very cool.
Popcorn Rachel.
Cool. Yeah, so for the time being, the thing that I know that's coming up to plug is on Folk and Myth tomorrow from when this episode releases, but April 8th, I'm going to be it's the second episode of Into the Pyramid of a 2-episode series, so come over for that grand finale. And anything else that's coming up, feel free to check out my social media. At Rachel Kordell or Majora's Rose for Twitch streams and a whole bunch of good stuff. And yeah, Popcorn Casey.
You can check out my personal social medias at Casey_Reardon on Instagram and TikTok. I've at this point started the big batch of mead for Drakenfest this year, and I'm making a post about that. That should already be out at this point. Also, check out our Patreon. There you can support us directly, and you get a bunch of cool bonus content stuff, including our after show, as well as talkbacks with us after a series, and we have interviews with system creators as well. So definitely check that out. I also want to say thank you to everybody who hung out with us during the Long Island Tabletop Expo this past weekend, because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed hanging out with you guys there.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, it's always a good time over at the Long Island Tabletop Expo. So thank you guys for hanging out with us there.
Yeah.
Popcorn to Seth.
Homie the Dude is a father-son duo creating RPG content and modules that you can find at hatdbuilder.com. And if you'd like to support the show while you're checking out their fine goods, you can use our code RPGesters at checkout for a 20% discount, and we get a little kickback from that. As always, go out there and have some fun playing your own local games with your home team and your own henchmen at your own table.
Yeah.
Popcorn's guy.
Have you ever wanted to kiss any of us? Well, the closest that you'll ever get, naughty boy, is by leaving us a review online. 5 stars, and that's like a big old kiss on the lips for any of us. Thank you so much. I yield my time to Andrew.
Do you like being a cog in the corporate machine? Just
No.
a peon in the
No.
grand scheme of
Yeah.
things.
I like
I mean, no.
kisses.
Unleash
I do like
your
being
inner
a cog.
henchman with our new line of hench merchandise.
Woo!
We got mugs, we got
Yeah.
shirts. Live it up a little.
I think there's a
but
patch
not
in
too
there
much.
too.
There's a patch?
Yeah, it was me. I was playing around with stuff today, so that should be out too.
Whoa.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Acquiring.
And
Matches,
also,
get a
while you're
match.
on the RP Jesters website, look at our bonus content. We have little side stories for Midnight Gravity. We have profiles on all of us, except for Mika. But who knows? Maybe we'll got a guest spot, too. I mean,
Oh, that's
it's
fun.
not out of the realm of
Ooh.
possibilities. I don't see why we couldn't.
Nah, you're making
they've
shit
been
up.
on the show. We could. Who knows? That's for the webmaster. Wait, we're all the webmaster. We'll figure it out. Yay! Bye. Oink
Oink,
oink
oink,
oink
oink,
oink
oink,
oink oink.
Oink.